One of the most common questions military retirees ask before accepting a federal civilian job is this: will my military pension be reduced if I go back to work for the federal government? The short answer is, in most cases, no. Your military retirement pay is not automatically reduced simply because you take a FERS federal employee position. But the full answer requires nuance because there are specific situations where coordination matters. Let's break this down clearly. Military retirement pay continues. If you retire from active duty with a standard military pension and later accept a federal civilian job, your military retirement pay continues. You do not lose it. You do not pause it. You do not forfeit it. Your military retirement is a separate entitlement based on your military service. Federal civilian employment under FERS does not automatically reduce or offset that pension. This is often misunderstood because people assume double-dipping rules apply. They generally do not. Military retirement and federal civilian salary are legally separate compensation systems, when reduction could happen. There is one key area where coordination becomes important: military service buyback under FERS. If you choose to buy back your active duty military time to count toward your future FERS pension, then you are essentially asking that same period of service to be credited toward two pensions. Under current federal retirement rules, if you are receiving military retired pay based on regular active duty service, and you buy back that time for FERS credit, you may be required to waive your military retired pay at the time your FERS pension begins. That does not happen immediately when you take the job. It only applies if you complete enough civilian service to qualify for FERS retirement, and you decide to use that bought-back military service toward your civilian pension. This is a strategic decision, not an automatic penalty, what most retirees should do. If you plan to work as a federal civilian and keep your military retirement pay untouched, you typically do not buy back your military service. You allow your military pension to remain separate. You then build a second retirement benefit through FERS based only on your civilian years. This creates dual retirement income: military pension plus FERS pension. That structure is legal and common. The key is deciding early whether buyback makes financial sense in your situation. When buyback might make sense. There are cases where buying back military time is beneficial. For example, if you expect a long civilian career 20 years or more under FERS, or if your FERS pension multiplier and high 3 salary would significantly increase the value of those added years. But this requires a full pension comparison analysis. You must compare the lifetime value of keeping military retirement pay versus the lifetime value of a larger FERS pension if military time is credited. This is not a decision to guess on. It requires math. Tax implications. Another overlooked factor is taxation. Military retirement pay is generally taxable at the federal level. FERS pension income is taxable. Traditional TSP withdrawals are taxable. If you maintain both pensions, you are layering taxable income streams. That is not inherently negative, but it does require planning. The real risk is not pension reduction. The real risk is income stacking without strategy. Common misunderstandings. Let's address 3 common myths. Myth 1. You can't collect military retirement and a federal salary. Incorrect. You can. Myth 2. You lose your pension the moment you take a civilian job. Incorrect. Military retirement pay continues. Myth 3. Buyback automatically reduces my military pension. Incorrect. Reduction only becomes relevant if you elect to waive military retired pay when your FERS pension begins, and that is a choice tied to your retirement strategy. The strategic framework. If you are transitioning into federal civilian service, ask 3 questions. Do I plan to build a long-term civilian career under FERS? Does buying back military service increase my projected lifetime income? How will dual pensions affect my long-term tax planning? If you cannot answer those clearly, analysis is incomplete. Final takeaway. For most military retirees, taking a federal civilian job does not reduce military retirement pay. Your pension continues. Your salary begins. Your FERS retirement builds separately. Reduction only becomes a consideration if you choose to buy back military time and later elect to credit it toward a FERS pension. The decision is strategic, not automatic. Military retirement and federal retirement are separate systems. When coordinated properly, they can create powerful dual income streams. The key is planning, not assumption.